Jeff Merkley, who is a great guy. It's so funny when I was doing a local show in Portland, Oregon. Jeff Merkley was running for the Senate, and I had met him a couple of times, and I thought he was just kind of an average guy. I mean, I was not expecting a great deal from Jeff Merkley. Based on the one or two times I had met him, they had been very brief, and I didn't know him well at all, and I didn't know much about his positions, except that he was pretty progressive, which I liked. So I supported him, but I thought, is this guy going to be a great senator? I doubt it. He's turned into a great senator. Jeff, and now he's come out and he's the first senator to actually endorse Bernie Sanders, who is now at this moment running neck and neck, 50-50 roughly, nationwide with Hillary Clinton, which should tell you a lot about the state of our country as well as our party. Jeff Merkley in today's New York Times writing, "No decision we make as Americans more dramatically affects the direction of our country than our choice for president." Boy, is that true. He or she is the manager of the executive branch, commander-in-chief, or appointer of judges. The president reflects but also helps define our national values, priorities, and direction. After considering the biggest challenges facing our nation, Senator Merkley writes, "and the future I want for my children and our country, I have decided to become the first member of the Senate to support my colleague Bernie Sanders for president." And he talks about how he grew up in working-class Oregon on a single income. "My parents could buy a home, take a vacation, and help pay for college. My father worked with his hands as a millwright and built a middle-class life for us." So, he grew up pretty much the same way I did. My dad worked in a tool and die shop. He said, "My parents believed in education, and they believed in the United States." And, he goes on through this whole thing. And unlike the Republican primary circus, he points out, and I keep saying this, Democrats have a choice between two candidates with lifelong track records of fighting for economic opportunity and who are committed to America's being a force for peace and stability and who are eager to meet today's challenges and move our country forward for all its citizens together. From her time advocating for children as a young lawyer to her work as First Lady of Arkansas in the United States and as Senator and as Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton has a remarkable record. She would be a strong and capable president. But Bernie Sanders is boldly and fiercely addressing the biggest challenges facing our country. He has opposed trade deals with nations that pay their workers as little as $1 an hour, writes Senator Merkley. Such deals have caused good jobs to move overseas and undermined the leverage of American workers to bargain for a fair share of the wealth that they create in our few remaining factories. I put in the word few, in our remaining factories. He has passionately advocated for pivoting from fossil fuels to renewable energy to save our planet from global warming, the greatest threat facing humanity. He recognizes that to accomplish this, we must keep the vast bulk of the world's fossil fuel in the ground. Bernie is a determined leader in taking on the concentration of campaign cash from the mega wealthy that is corrupting the vision of opportunity embedded in our Constitution. And he has been unflinching in taking on predatory lending as well as the threats to our economy from high-risk strategies at our biggest banks. Brilliant. Jeff Merkley endorses Senator Sanders. To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.